Hey Stylish Mamas. So today we are with designer Lizz Russell with the Lizz Russell Collection. We have some questions to ask her about her favorite charity and her fashion shows, because she is a designer. So how did you get started in design?
Well, first of all, I believe I was born a designer. So I went to Mesa College, and I also went to Brooks College briefly.
Nice.
And I just started taking all the courses, you know, and I actually started sewing when I was around 12 years old. So
Oh, wow.
it's like a natural thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, I used to always,
It's like a gift.
yeah, make dolls and doll
Yeah.
clothes, and you know, kind
Wow.
of started out like that.
That's
just
fun.
having fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So who is your inspiration and what inspires you to create?
Well, my mom, she has always been my inspiration.
Awesome.
And what inspires me is actually my clients.
Okay.
Yeah, because they give me ideas, and you know, and I listen to them to see, you know, what they're looking for. Yes, and I just have a natural inspiration that I just, you know, I'm very passionate about what I do.
Right.
Yeah, and the ideas just, they never stop. So it's like an ongoing thing. When I see different things, and you know, it kind of triggers something else, and
Right.
I just kind of keep going from there. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Lizz's clothing is it is very comfortable on the woman body, and you're able to wear some of her items from being pregnant and not being pregnant. And this is kind of exciting for me because I'm going to be able to wear one of her outfits for something coming up, and it's comfortable and it's loose fitting, and I don't feel completely like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing maternity clothes. Yes, and it's stylish, and it looks good on the woman. So that's also a huge plus if you are pregnant, to definitely check out her line and her clothing for maternity shoots, or even just a really nice outing or an event you're going to. So what is your favorite color on a woman and why?
I would have to say yellow,
Yeah.
because it's a happy color.
Yes.
It's actually my favorite color, and it goes with a lot of skin tones.
Yeah.
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 And it's very, you know, it's exciting.
It
And you
is.
just kind of, you know, bring attention
Yeah.
to the room.
Totally.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is,
It
yeah.
demands attention.
She has some
Yellow.
great colors. I mean, as you can see behind us, just some of the pops are just remarkable. And I think every woman feels, well, some women can't, you know, they feel like they can't do it, but it's just like, I think you feel so confident when you wear a bright color, and I think it looks amazing
Right.
on skin tones. It doesn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
drab you out. It just kind of brings out, I don't know, it's vibrant. So what is the best experience you have had so far in this industry? Or what is the most memorable thing or things that you have seen over the years of just being in fashion?
Well, I would have to say the transition of fashion itself, how it goes in cycles.
Yes.
You know, it just goes and comes right back. And, you know, a lot of my pieces, you can bring them back like 10, 15 years and you still
Yeah.
wear them, accessorize them differently.
So cool. Yeah.
So I love to see, you know, that, you know, the cycle of fashion coming in and out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like just having those staple pieces that can always work within your wardrobe.
Always.
Huge for a woman to
Yes,
have that.
it is.
Yeah. Because then you buy a piece and you don't feel bad buying a piece, because it's something that can always be reworked within your wardrobe.
Right, exactly.
It's a
And that's
big
what I
deal.
strive for.
Yeah,
that
that's
you can
awesome.
always bring it back and wear it.
Cool.
And it's timeless.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very important. So where do you see the Lizz Russell Collection in 5 years?
Well, I'd like to say a household name, and I'd love to be in different department stores.
Yeah.
I have always considered myself doing custom pieces. So, and I absolutely love that, because every woman has her own style.
Absolutely.
So, and I see myself on, you know, the website. You know, you can actually order online,
Yes.
and different boutiques.
Right. And she does have a website.
Yes.
Is that Lizz Russell?
LizzRussell.com.
.com.
2 Z's, 2 S's, and 2 L's.
There you go. Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
So what does your next collection entail?
Ooh. Well, I'm doing a special collection. since it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, I'll give you a little sneak preview. It's called In the Navy.
Oh,
that's
nice.
That's one of the little mini collections. That's
Very
the name
cool.
of it. Yeah. So I name all the different collections, but always you can wear my pieces with other designers. You know, you don't have to wear like complete outfits. You can pick and choose and, you know, style it how you like it.
That's awesome. So are we expecting color-wise palette? Are we just doing like navies, or are we?
I'm doing some pastels.
Oh, okay.
And a few animal prints.
Oh.
Yes. And actually a hint of Africa.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Right now, Africa print is huge in Target. In the kids department, and I wish my daughter was bigger because I'm liking stuff that I realize she's not going to wear it for another like 4 years in the mall. I hope that these items will be back around then, because they're adorable and they're so just fun and funky and oh my gosh, love that. You play with them so much.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And what is your absolute favorite item to make?
Oh my God, I would have to say evening wear.
Yeah.
And I am pretty much known for like details, so you never know what's gonna, you know, happen with the Lizz Russell custom evening gown. And I do a lot of them by hand.
Okay.
So I don't forget not one detail. I'm very detailed.
That's
when
awesome.
it comes to the evening wear pieces. That's what I love.
That's
evening
great.
Wear.
And her bags are amazing too. They're so detail oriented and just beautiful. Like the flower fields, that's what they look like. I mean, they are just, and she's had these bags, doing these bags for years.
For years,
That was one of my first things that I bought from her, was a little clutch bag.
Clutch.
Yeah, it's like a navy blue with like white and gold and silver. Flowers and pearls, and it's so cool.
And you can pull it out anytime.
You can pull it out anytime, and it looks good with jeans. It looks good dressed up. Very diverse.
Yes.
So when you're not designing, what is your second most desired hobby or thing you like to do?
Oh my goodness, I absolutely love thrift shopping.
Yes.
I can stay there just all day and just
Go
through it and, you know, look for different pieces, and it's amazing. I love thrift shopping.
Yeah, it is very cool. And it's awesome to see someone like you who enjoys going out and doing something like that, because I think it's a dying art, and I think that people used to do it so much, and I think that over time people just rather go to the stores and buy things full price, when it's like you could find such unique items at a thrift store.
Yes, you can. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, and for nothing, for super cheap. And then if you're a senior, you get a discount, and if you're a student, you get a discount, and it's like
say your discount. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I actually found a Oscar de la Renta gown.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's amazing. I couldn't believe it.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
In the robe section.
Oh wow, even more amazing.
Yeah. So
someone hid that
really
away.
fun.
You know they did.
Yeah, I absolutely love thrift shopping.
Yes. So tell us about your next event and how the month of May is such a significant part of your life and the Lizz Russell Collection.
Well, the next event is going to be Friday, May the 25th at the Westgate Hotel. And it starts around 6 o'clock. And the fashion show is Cocktails and Couture, the beauty of fashion and compassion. That's our theme. You know, we kind of intertwine the two. And May is GBS Awareness Month.
Yes.
And so we try to get as much information as we can out there for everyone.
Yeah. So Liz was diagnosed many years ago with GBS.
Yes.
And it is very dear to her heart. And I just was honored to write an article that I will put in the link below about this disease and about how she triumphed over it, and how now she is actually a patient liaison for people who now have it and suffer from it. And she also wrote a book.
Yes, Smiling on the Inside. That's the name of my book, and it's doing pretty well.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Smiling on the Inside.
And so tell me a little bit about your book and how it's important to you for whatever's in that book to touch others.
Okay, first of all, we came up with the idea to put my fashion in here. So as you're strolling through the pages, then you'll see fashion, and then you'll also be able to hear about my story.
Awesome.
How it all started. I was a student at Brooks College, and I just kind of, I wouldn't say dropped off the face of the earth, but you know, I took ill, and I never got to finish. And so, you know, it's always been a passion of mine to put this book together. It took me about 8 years to do it.
Wow.
But I finally did it, and it's a beautiful book.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's a beautiful book. And it tells you about different facets of GBS and CIDP.
Okay.
And part of the proceeds go back to the GBS Foundation.
Very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll also put this link below so you're able to look at the book and, you know, possibly get a copy and just know that you are contributing to a greater cause.
Yeah.
So what were your symptoms and what were some indications that you knew something wasn't right?
Okay, well, my symptoms at the time, I had a lot of tingling in my fingers and hands and my feet. And I noticed that every time I would drink, something was kind of going down the wrong pipe. And it was, you know, kind of choking me. And I couldn't eat. I just, you know, kind of stopped eating. And so I was, you know, going to the different emergency rooms and was getting misdiagnosed. But then I still had this tingling in my feet and my hands.
Okay.
And I know that something wasn't quite right.
Right,
so
because you know your body and
Yeah, so we as women, you know, we need to pay attention to something that is telling us, you know, something is not right. So, and I was really super tired, and I think the final straw was I went to one doctor and he gave me these big horse pills, and I was thinking I couldn't even swallow it. And so I went back to the house, and my sister, she decided to look in the yellow pages and under neurology, and she explained my symptoms, and he said, if it's what I think it is, you need to get her in here like ASAP and don't let her go to sleep.
Oh, jeez.
He said, don't let her go to sleep. So it's just one of those things where time is of the essence with GBS. You know, it's unlike anything else, because if you wait, the longer you wait, the worse off you're going to be. And I was very, very blessed that I went to all these different hospitals and kept getting misdiagnosed. But they said Bell's palsy, because my face was kind of shifting, and it did look like Bell's palsy.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I still had other symptoms where my respiratory system pretty much shut down. So that's what I was dealing with. But like I said, I was very blessed.
So does it attack your nervous system inside? Is it something that starts to like make you like not be able to control muscles, or?
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So it affects many people differently.
Right.
You know, everyone has different symptoms, but my wish is that when people go to the emergency room, if, you know, the doctors and nurses, if they would know exactly what the symptoms are. Right. You know, and you can get a spinal. I know that's kind of drastic. Right. But if you were to get a spinal, and then that's how you find out if you have GBS.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's good to know, because us women, we're so busy with our day-to-day lives, especially moms, and I think that it's listening to your body is super important being a mom, because you are so busy, and I know it's hard to stop and think about yourself, but I think it is so important, because it could be anything, and I think that it's just so important to know symptoms of different not to scare people, you
Right,
know, like,
right,
oh,
exactly.
Google, but, you know, just to know symptoms of different things and just know to listen to yourself and go, okay, I feel these symptoms and
Right.
there might be something wrong. And if a day or 2 or 3 or 4 goes by, a week goes by and you still feel things,
right,
you
exactly.
definitely need to document that and just take note and then, you know, call the doctor, talk
Right,
to someone because
exactly.
like she said, you just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And time is of the essence.
Yeah,
which is
that's
huge.
what. Yeah, time is
Like,
of the essence with
it's-
Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because
Right.
you want to get diagnosed right away so they can start the treatment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
going to ask what she hopes to see change in the medical field when it comes to GBS patients, and just for them and us to understand maybe the symptoms and really ask for that test and say, can I get a GBS test?
Right.
Can I be tested for this? If the doctor can't figure out
Right.
what
exactly.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then how common is GBS?
Well, it's every 2 in 100,000. You know, it seems like it's pretty rare, but I get quite a few phone calls from different, you know, patients and the family members. So it doesn't seem rare to me, you know, but I never thought that I would see this many GBS patients.
Right.
Considering when I had, you know, when I was going through it, I didn't know anybody.
Right.
I went for years without knowing anybody.
Interesting.
And I didn't talk about this. You know, I just recently, I guess over the last 10 years, decided to share my story
Oh, wow.
because, you know, I thought that it may help someone.
Absolutely.
And I was absolutely right.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
So go to lizzrussell.com, 2 Z's, 2 S's, 2 L's,
Yes.
and check out her stuff. Definitely check out all her merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Check out her book and
Yes.
buy a ticket to her show. If you're in San Diego,
Yes.
I have had the pleasure of working with Liz for many years and working backstage on her shows, and that's how her and I first met. And I didn't know it would turn into this, which is great
Right.
because I'm able to actually now also be an advocate for GBS
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, share with everyone, you know, what exactly it is, because I didn't even know. And I was going to these shows and I still wasn't understanding exactly what it was. I knew it was a
Right.
disease, and I knew she, you know, was
Had overcome.
had overcome
Mhm.
it, but I wasn't, you know, fully aware. And so being able to write the article I just did and being able to meet with her and do an interview and share with you guys is a big deal. So I mean, it's not just about the fashion, it's definitely also about a cause. Yeah.
Yes, we donate a percentage that goes back to the foundation.
And that's
Yes.
super important. When you're giving to a show or you're going to, it's nice to also go there knowing that you're going to enjoy yourself, but also giving back to a cause. And I always think that that's always helpful in buying a ticket or debating, you know, whether you should or shouldn't. And they're always very nice. The shows at the Westgate Hotel are always beautiful. You go with your girlfriends, even go with your husband or your boyfriend, dress up.
Men will be there.
Yeah, oh, men are
absolutely,
there.
Men will be there.
Absolutely, I think
Yes.
it's so great, and you know, make it a night out. And what they have, like, I remember the last show, it was like champagne. They had like little hors d'oeuvres, and they
Yes,
had.
we're going to have champagne, and we're actually going to have a wine reception right when you
Oh.
first get there.
Okay,
Yes, and you will be greeted by our male greeters.
nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be, we have a really beautiful, beautiful show planned this year.
That's
Because
awesome.
I like to consider myself doing something pretty different. So the show really has meaning. It's not just a regular fashion show.
Absolutely.
Everyone in the show knows why they're there.
Yeah.
They know what the show is all about.
Mhm.
They know the cause. They know about GBS and CIDP.
Right.
And so they're actually passionate about it as well.
Yeah, it's
so
huge.
all the models and all
Yeah,
the players,
that's
all
awesome.
the team.
Right.
Yeah. So we have a beautiful show planned this year. So I'm really excited. We have a lot of people coming from out of town.
Nice. You always
Yes.
do. People always travel from LA to her shows, which is amazing.
Yes.
And
so-
every time it rains, every time it seemed like there was raining, and we're like, "Are you every time? Like, how is it possible in May?" But this time there'll probably be no rain because I think it's
sunshine.
Yeah, sunshine.
And we plan to sell out. So And tickets are going fast already.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they're going fast.
And
so,
how much are the tickets?
$53.02, and they're on
Okay.
Eventbrite.
Okay.
Yes. So,
5302.
and the link, and you can purchase tickets on my website and also the Westgate website,
Okay.
and on Facebook too. So we're doing a lot
nice.
of promotion. Yes.
Yeah, follow her on social media. I again will put all those links below. You can follow her on Instagram, follow her on Facebook. You'll just have a whole Lizz Russell on all your social media, which I
Yes.
think is great.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for
Thank
letting
you.
me interview
Thank
you and dig into your life a little bit. And
No
you know,
problem,
that's
because
great.
I absolutely am passionate about what I do with the patients.
Absolutely.
They're number one.
Yeah.
You have
Right.
to fight for them because they can't fight for themselves.
Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, and I hope you go out and enjoy your day and wear something bright. Okay. Yeah. And you know, do something good for yourself. Wear a bright color. Wear yellow. Wear bright in honor of Lizz and GBS, and feel good about yourself.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. We've enjoyed you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.